Once, there was a young girl called Molly, who dwelt with her father, the farmer. Well, her father, the farmer, was always having guests round. One time, he had a guest, his favourite guest perhaps, called the smith. And the smith and he were sitting, talking and drinking late at night, when all of a sudden, the smith looked in the great pot of whiskey and said, "Hang on a minute. We've run out of booze. What are we going to do? Pub's a mile or more over the fields and it's dark. And you and I, we're not really in the state to go out." But the farmer, he said, "Hang on, I know what we'll do. I'll call down Moll. She can go and get us some whiskey." "What? Your daughter? She'll not go out. It's past 11 o'clock. Well, she'll go. You watch. Molly! You coming? I'm calling you.
Yes, Father, what is it?
Can you go and get us some whiskey? We're in the middle of a conversation. Can you go down the pub for us?"
You mean you're too drunk? But all right, Dad, I will do as you ask.
And off Molly went, coming back in less than 20 minutes with a great pot of whiskey. And she gave it to her father without saying very much and went off to her room. Well, the smith said, "Goh, that's very impressive. That's my ma. She's scared of nothing. No long-legged beasties, no things that go bump in the night, nothing at all." Well, that's not natural. No girl is scared of nothing. Here is 2 sovereigns that says she won't go to the churchyard after night and bring back a skull. Make it midnight tomorrow. Well, I'd just be taking your money away from you, but you're on for your bet. And so it was. The farmer, the next day, called upon Molly. "Molly!
Yes, Father, what is it?
Can you do me a favour?
Oh, go on, Father, name it.
Can you go to the churchyard?
Yes.
You know where the crypt is?
Yes.
Down at the bottom of the church?
Yes.
Can you go and get me a skull there?"
I can't think what
At
you want
midnight.
for, Dad, but all right.
And Molly, that night, crept down to the crypt where the skulls were kept. And there she saw rank upon rank of skulls. She reached out to touch one when all of a sudden a small voice said, "No, that's my skull. You leave that alone, you rotter."
Oh, for heaven's sake, stupid old ghost. But the dead can't harm the living. I'm not scared.
"No, that's my mother's." "That is my father's. You leave that
For
alone."
heaven's sake, you can't be related to everyone in here.
"No, that's my grandfather's."
I've got to have some skull, and it's better than your mother and father, isn't it? I've got to have one for my pains.
Said Molly, going up the stairs. "No, bring it! Hey, don't close the door! No, let me out!" screamed the ghost. But Molly closed the door and locked it to serve it right, saying to herself,
Oh, heaven's sake, howling old ghost, what a racket, my ears, honestly.
The next day, the smith came by and said, "Well, did she get it?" And the farmer said, "Of course she did, he is. Molly, bring the skull down, show it to the smith."
Yes, Father, there you go.
"Ooh, that's very impressive. There's your 2 sovereigns. But did you hear nothing? Nothing at all?"
No, I heard a dopey old ghost yelling away.
And what did you do with it?"
Oh, nothing. I just went out and shut and locked the door like
"You locked the... You murderer!
Me?
You!" And the smith ran off to the church, followed by Molly and her father. He unlocked the door, and there, on the top of the stairs, was his friend, the sexton, quite dead of fear. "You, Molly, you locked him in there. I'm going to take an action out against you. You and your father, tricking him, poor man." But Molly's father said,
No, excuse me. I think you'll find it's you tricking a poor innocent girl down to take this skull down there, and not my Molly. It's you in a court of law that'll be done for manslaughter, not me and my Molly. Oh no.
And so it proved. While Molly was not only exonerated, but she became known throughout the neighbourhood as Molly, the Dauntless Girl. And many were the actions of bravery she achieved, and sometimes her father made a living out of it, but Molly herself was famed for not accepting money. That is, until the rich man, the squire, came by and said, Hello, I hear that this is where Molly, the Dauntless Girl, lives." And her father said, "That be right, you be wanting to her for something. Well, bring her down. I need a maid, and I'm willing to pay you 4 guineas a quarter." "Ooh, 4 guineas a quarter?" "Yep, 4 guineas a quarter. Bring Molly down and let's arrange it. Molly! I'll give you 2, of course, and I'll give her 2. Molly?
Yes, sir.
Can I have your assistance, please, Molly?
Well, so, he called her first.
Okay. Molly!
Yes, Father?
There's a gentleman here who wants to hire your services. He seems to be quite wealthy.
Oh, right. Oh, what's it all about then?
Well, I need a maid. I'm having a problem keeping my current maids.
Right, well, what's the house haunted, I take it?
Yes, my mother. She only comes at mealtimes, but she has a habit of throwing food around and tripping up the maids and jabbing forks into them. And so none of them will stay. Would you believe it? And I'm willing to pay, of course. I'll give you... I was just telling your father. He was saying 4 guineas was the normal rate, and that he would have 2 because he's your agent. Is that okay?
I'll have 3 and Dar can have 1.
Oh, Molly, no! But they agreed it pretty well much, as Molly had stipulated. And so it was. Her and the squire rode off together the next morning. Well, Molly soon settled down in the new housing, for she discovered...
Of course, it was all plain and simple and cut and dry, plain as the nose on your face. The old lady, she just hadn't got used to being dead yet. She was still in the habit of living life. So there she would, she'd take her place at the table, and nobody'd have laid her a knife and fork and all that. So all I did was lay out a knife and fork and a spoon and all the other little bits and pieces and say during the meal, "Can I pass you the pepper, madam? Can I pass you the salt?" Things quietened down mightily, I can tell you. The squire could sit down and eat his dinner for the evening.
And so it was, until a day the squire called on Molly and said, "I've got to go away for an evening." And Molly thought to herself,
Oh, right enough.
and did all the housework she couldn't do with the squire around. But there she was, cleaning the kitchen floor,
Down now.
and all of a sudden there was a voice behind her. "Molly, Molly, can you hear me, Molly?
Yes, I can.
Follow, 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 follow. Follow me. Down,
Yes, ma'am.
down the stairs, down into the cellar. Can you see at the end there's a trap door?
Oh,
Yeah, lift up the trap door. Ladder, climb, down we go, down we go, down. Now along, poof, down along in the dark. Feel, forward. Now dig. You are a good girl, and I'll reward you. You are good. The big one is his, the little one is yours. The big one is his, the little one is yours.
St. Ignan Shattuck. Full panorama. Going slowly. Where's Daisy?
Well done, Molly. Goodbye.
oh, thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Oh,
What's so special is the mixture of old and new. You can see the old... St. Ignan Shattuck.
Through all those
Full
unlit
panorama.
passages with no light, hardly being able to see. Get them up the ladder.
St. Ignan Shattuck.
Oh, then,
Full panorama. Going slowly.
in the
Where's
main-
Daisy?
in the main hall, and I was exhausted by the time the squire came back.
Oh, Molly, how's things been?
Oh, I don't know what was wrong with your mother, squire.
Well, what's wrong with her?
because
Daffy woman.
She had something to say.
Whoa.
But she had some inheritance left.
What's
Oh,
so special
that's
is
always
the mixture
useful.
of old and new.
There's
can see
a big
the-
bag of gold and a little bag of gold.
Oh, so the big one is mine.
Oh, no, actually, she said
Big
the
man.
little one was for you, the big one was for me for being such a good girl.
That's somewhat mean. Tartars, would I call it. How much? Oh, there's still quite a lot here. Hang on, Molly. How much is in yours?
Oh, well,
What's so special
Quite
is
a
the
bit.
mixture of old and new.
That makes
See
you
the-
girl some substance, doesn't it?
I guess it's enough to make her independent woman,
Some
so.
big-
Suitable for any man to marry.
Oh,
Full
is that a
panorama.
proposition,
Slowly.
so?
Where's
Is
Daisy?
that an acquisition, Molly?